Alright. Hello and welcome to our stream tonight. Tonight we are continuing with the Forgotten Realms Dungeons and Dragons by doing Secret of the Silver Blades. So we're going to start tonight with a bit of background for this one. Okay, so story background. 375 years ago, the twins, Oswulf and Eldamar, built a castle in a large valley in the Dragonspine Mountains. Oswulf was a fighter, Eldamar a mage. Over the next 25 years, the mining town of Verdigris was founded below the castle. The town prospered under the guidance of the brothers. As Eldamar grew older, he became obsessed with immortality. He began researching on the techniques of becoming a lich. When his studies were quite advanced, his brother discovered them. Oswulf tried to dissuade Eldamar from taking this evil step. His arguments fell on deaf ears. One wintry night, Eldamar underwent the transformation and emerged as a lich. Oswulf was horrified, but could not bring himself to slay his brother. He left the castle to found a band of adventurers who might contain the new lich's evil. Eldamar was now even more fearful of death. He was certain that his brother was gathering a force to slay him. In response, he took on the name of Dreadlord and called on evil creatures to aid him. Within a year, the town of Verdigris Okay. Within the year, the town of Verdigris was an abandoned ruin. Horrid creatures crept through the streets. The Dreadlord was busy turning his castle into a maze of traps, trusting no one with their secrets. Hearing of the terrors being visited on his town, Oswulf led his group, known as the Silver Blades, to rescue Verdigris. Finally, the Silver Blades succeeded in forcing the monsters out of the ruins and back to the castle ramparts. Oswulf was still determined not to slay his brother. The mages and clerics of the Silver Blade joined together and researched a spell. When it was cast, the entire valley was encased in a glacier. Everything inside was frozen in place. They were alive but unaware. Oswulf then sacrificed himself so that his spirit could guard the castle gate and prevent anyone from entering or leaving. A few of the Dreadlord's followers were beyond the glacier's effect and began plotting a way to penetrate the ice. They suffered many setbacks over the centuries. 15 years ago, reformed as the Black Circle, the descendants of the original followers succeeded in breaking the spell. The glacier began to shrink. The mountains near the Verdigris Valley were home to many miners. They were quick to notice that the old Verdigris mine workings had emerged from the ice. Within months, the boomtown of New Verdigris was founded at the mouth of the valley. The mine was renovated and gem mining recommenced. In the distance, the face of the glacier steadily receded. A month ago, at the suggestion of some of the Black Circle mages, the miners began extending the tunnels of the lowest level. To their horror, they broke into the castle's dungeon. The inrush of air awoke creatures who had been frozen for over 300 years. Miners began to die as the creatures took over more and more of the mine. In desperation, the miners took their amassed wealth to the Well of Knowledge. This well was rumored to grant wishes and give information to those who dropped in treasure. Into the well went all their gems. They called on it to provide them with champions to protect them from the monsters. With a crack of thunder, the characters arrive on the scene. As is typical of perverse wish spells, the party arrives without gear or money. The miners will have to provide them with all their equipment. Dear Fafnir, maybe you were right. Maybe I shouldn't have followed those crazy adventures. I was such a young fool, chafing to escape the thumb of that officious council clerk, my head filled with the bard songs of the great heroes who had destroyed the Pool of Radiance. You remember what it was like. Everyone went. There was talk of the battle with the vampire, the cleansing of the river, the ambush at Zentil Keep, and so forth. All the lads were eager to buckle on swords and follow in the footsteps of the great saviors of the people. And I was no exception. When I heard that they had turned up in Tilverton, dazed and cursed with some kind of azure bond, I could no longer restrain myself. I had to rush to my heroes' sides to see if I could help them as they had helped all of us. Since that day, my life has been a living torment. No matter how I tried, I could never catch up with them. Along the way, I have suffered every sort of misadventure imaginable. I was knocked unconscious by trained monkeys, had my pocket picked by a cute halfling, almost sacrificed to some hideous god of man-eating plants, and terror-stricken by a floating blob of eyeballs. Now I am told that my heroes have appeared, naked and unconscious, in some frozen part of the Dragonspine Mountains. I have been trudging after them for days, and even though I may be cold, tired, and hungry, it occurs to me now, as I write this, that the life of an adventurer is in my blood. I have witnessed many wonders, overcome dire hardships, tasted the strong flavor of life as few will ever know it. I think, old friend, that the world will not miss one or even 100 clerks. But the world cannot, especially in these strange times, lose a single adventurer. So I continue on at first light, knowing in my heart that soon I will be in the company of heroes. Your friend, Rolf. The miners haul the chest of gems to the edge of the well. The iron-banded boxes teeter a moment on the brink, then tumble over and break the glassy surface with a splash. The mayor steps forward, clad in worn armor, and raising his hands skyward, beseeching, "Great well of knowledge, I call upon you to bring us champions to defeat the evil that infests our mind." The sky grows dark and the ground rumbles. The air is electric with eldritch power. With a crackle of light appear several figures, lying dazed and naked upon the ground. One of the miners moves cautiously to the nearest and shakes him, eliciting an incoherent groan. He looks up at the mayor and asks, "You sure these folks are worth our entire treasury? They don't seem too impressive to me. Maybe you should have asked for armor and swords and stuff too." The mayor frowns in concentration. The ways of the well are mysterious. It has always been reliable, but not predictable. Our wish has summoned these heroes, bereft of equipment or sense. We must take them back to town and give them whatever help we can. Only then can we hope for their aid. The dazed bodies are loaded into carts and they begin weaving their way through a maze of collapsed buildings. Suddenly, streaks of fire light the overcast sky and shoot toward the well. Straggling miners rush up to the carts yelling incoherently, "Flames from the sky! Creatures attack and encircle the well! Teleporter shut down! Fritz is dead!" The carts bounce on more quickly until they pass through a gateway and pull up at a large house. The miners lift the still limp adventurers and take them inside. The mayor steps forward and states, "Now we wait. They must recover from the shock. We must trust that the well has provided what we need." And this is where we start. And they completely change the way this game interacts. You have grown bored with peace and yearn for a new adventure. Suddenly, a dreamlike lassitude overcomes you. It feels as though you are floating high above the ground. A valley resolves itself below you. At its base is a small walled town. Higher up is a mine shaft, surrounded by ruins. The top of the valley is filled with a shimmering glacier. Looking at the glacier, you feel a sense of disquiet. Peering closer, you note a castle embedded at its icy heart. You are sure that something waits there, something powerful and evil. Suddenly, you are rushing closer to the ruins. Below you appears an ancient well. Excuse me. Surrounded by people. There is a flash, and you lie on the ground dazed. Faces gather around as you slip into unconsciousness. Greetings, I am glad to see you are awake. I am Priam, Mayor of New Verdigris, and your host. We are sorry for any inconveniences, but our needs are great. We called upon the Well of Knowledge to provide us with champions. You arrived, albeit dazed and bereft of equipment, and apparently clothing. He continues, and you recorded in Journal Entry 37. Okay, holy smokes. Okay. Boy, they buried the journal entries a ways down. Okay. Entry 37, Mayor's Introduction. We are a small town of miners in desperate straits. 3 months ago, we opened a new shaft and monsters boiled forth. Okay. Short, sweet, and to the point. We scraped together some equipment and money for you. Alas, this is all we have. Not gonna complain that they hand us treasure right at the beginning. And experience. We like experience. Okay, gonna share it. We're gonna take... Yeah, he's gonna take that and the halberd. uh, all right. Now he's got 4 gems and a halberd. You may use my house as a base of operations. There is an armory and a mage who might provide you with more equipment. There is a bookish group of mages called the Black Circle who wander the area. Do not fear them. One even sells magic items in town. Keep to the mapped portions of the ruins. The streets are a maze to the unwary. In the northmost room of my house is a teleporter to the Well of Knowledge, which still works. It is the quickest way to reach the well. The chalked arrows in the ruins point roughly toward town. Forget you actually have to tell it to move now. Okay. Da-da. Okay, that's... Well... You enter the home of an old man. He smiles when you enter and starts to spin a tale. What do you do? This was before Diablo, mind you. Stay and listen. Or as Deckard Cain would say, stay a while and listen. He talks much of the afternoon and you recorded in journal entry 12. "'Twas long ago that the old town was a thriving place. The mine was there then too. Folks who ruled by a fellow who worshipped Tyr. He thought the miners was deserving of Tyr's protection. Some of the folks round here say that the temple can still be found. Only those of stout heart should try though. Things buried so long tend to harbor ghosts that don't like disturbing." He gets up and rummages around in an ancient battered chest. He pulls out a brownish bone scroll case and blows a cloud of dust from it. He coughs a bit, then brings it over and hands it to you. He sits down again, tells you of the scroll's history, and you recorded it journal as entry 7. Entry: Old Man's Tale of the Scroll. My uncle adventured along the shores of the Moon Sea. He was a warrior who ventured on many great quests. He feared nothing. Nothing, that is, except dragons. Though he never met one. He was terrified by the possibility. This scroll was his insurance. When he died, from a knife wound gotten in a bawdy house, he passed it on to me. Seeing as how I'm unlikely to survive a dragon with this scroll, I thought you might like it. He winds down and falls asleep. I love the old man in this game. Oh my word. Nine. Okay, 9. Hall of Training. Buy and shout encouragement. Sign over this store reads the Minotaur and Mermaid Pub. And over this door reads Verdigris Armory. Welcome to my rather barren shop. Will the champions of Verdigris buy something? Yes. Okay. Well, we're not getting a lot of gold. Okay. Alright, bye. Oh my gosh. You hateful bastards. Why? Why did you name it that? Oh. Exit. No, I remember why she did that. So I'm guessing you're wondering about the cute yellow canary. Um, let's just say look up an old saying about canaries and mines. Because that's why you have a canary. Need that. The joys of restarting every time. But what's funny is that it keeps having the same glitch every time we move to a new game. So her strength is set to 24, even though she's no longer wearing the belt that should be giving it to her. And to be perfectly honest, she's actually better off wading into combat with that strength with this sword. You're probably wondering why Mr. Grimm is buying arrows. Well, the answer to that is he's going to become the character that I originally planned for him to become. No. Which he'll hit 9th level as a ranger, and then we're going to turn him into a wizard. And once he's a wizard, when he gets to 10 as a wizard, he'll be able to actually use armor and still cast magic spells. Which is what the character was actually originally created to do. So we're keeping the bracers. Like, is anything wrong? Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, she's fully equipped. She's fully equipped, so. The monsters must tremble at your approach. Kill them all and send them back to the pit. You leave the building. Okay, so that's what it is. Temple of Gond. New Verdigris Vault. Or trade for platinum. Oh, we will store your items for you or trade for platinum. What do you wish to do? Deposit. Withdraw. Okay. We've got okay, exit. Good day. Okay, you leave the building. Welcome back. I hope your day has been successful. Yes, rest yourselves if you are weary. I don't know if you have ever been to Ulash, but if you have, you might remember me. He continues, and you recorded in journal entry 47. Ooh. He does look very similar because, well, Mayor relates Ulash experiences. Not long ago, I served Hillsfar as a Red Plume. I was faithful, and they made me commander of the city of Ulash. We were locked in fierce war to protect that city from the forces of Zentil Keep. The war tired me, and I began to yearn for peace. What finally decided me was the cult of Moander. It used my city as a base to restore its dead god to life. Were it not for a band of blue-tattooed adventurers, the cult might have succeeded. I left as the Zentarum attacked again and wandered north. Here I found my leadership skills in need, so became mayor of this peaceful backwater. Now that peace is threatened, I hope you have the power to protect us. So yeah, that's why he looks really familiar. Alright. Camp. Magic. Memorize. Yeah. Well, we'll go with Entangle. Less. Cure Light. Okay. Oh. Okay, get hers. Oh, jeez. That's why. And her. I like that we have a new animation for the. Well, not animation, but new picture for the encampment. Alright, so. Okay. So, this game is a lot more of a dungeon crawl than others. Everything will be in this perspective. I will never go to an overland map. The room contains a simple archway that bursts into shimmering energy. Wow, that would cause a massive headache. Do you step through? Yes. You've entered the domain of the Well of Knowledge. You hear the clash of arms. The priests and thieves come pouring out of the alleyway to the north of you. Death to the Black Circle, they shout. You hear a shout behind you. Mages and soldiers come charging up from the south. The well is ours, they cry. What do? Duck. You watch as the implacable enemies crash into each other. The mages have defeated the priests. They turn and attack you. Oh, yeah. Well, that was useless. Oh, that's driving me nuts. Different keys to do this. I really have to get in and change their heads. Oh my word. It's awful to see them right now. A Bainat priest, delirious with pain, is crumbled up against the wall. He babbles. Our treasure is safe. The tomb cannot be found in the northern ruins. Too dangerous. Fanatic fervor grips his features. He continues to babble, and you record it as journal entry 22. Dying Cleric of Bane. The Black Circle is trying to take our well. They seek the death of the red dragon who holds it in sacred trust. I was ambushed while trying to entice the young dragons from the well. They dragged me here to... The Banite Cleric fades into death. Okay, I forget we need to do some altering of this. God, oh my gosh. Parts. Head. Oh my word. Okay, icon. Okay. Parts. Head. Previous. There really are no good ones that are really... Yeah, they just replaced the old female one with this one. Oh my word. That's funny. So they completely changed it. Okay. Oh, move. Small red dragons attack. I miss my Dragon Slayer. Wow. Oh. Forget, he's not a wizard right now. Hey, we found no treasure. Sub-adult red dragons attack. it's possible to kill one before it gets a chance. Oh, good. Ouch. Ouch. You have reached the Well of Knowledge. With its body circling the well, an ancient red dragon casts a baleful eye on your party. Puny creatures, he growls. You have defeated my blood brood, but you will not take this well from me. It has more gems in one place than anywhere else in the world, and it's mine. The tremendous worm attacks. Yeah. AC's only -1? I mean, that's awful. Oh. Ouch. Party has found treasure. Thank. The tremendous reptile lies dead at your feet. The well is open to you. There is a great flash of light. You hear distant screams from all over the well area. The well places the knowledge in your mind that you will now be safe anywhere in the well area. The well implies that it knows about your mission and explains how it can help you. You take the information and you record it as journal entry 25. Okay, message from the well. The miner's plight masks a more serious threat. Should the Black Circle succeed in its plans, the entire realms will feel the result. The mages seek the awakening of the Dreadlord, an evil of incalculable power. He sleeps within his castle, trapped within the glacier. The Circle has reached the dungeons and are melting their way upward. The monsters trapped in the dungeons are being released and allowed to harry the miners. My powers are subject to laws you cannot understand. I am privy to information only at certain times and only when you sacrifice gems. Still, seek me out when you have questions. My powers are at your disposal. My teleporters are paired. Each teleporter that rings me has a brother somewhere in the valley. Until you visit both gates, you may not use that pair. To my northwest is the gate which connects to the new town. My power fades. Return to me with gems when you have more questions. The well requests gems. Do you give us some? No. Powerful force pushes you out of the well area. Don't think we have any gems right now. Gate is dead and lifeless, and the opposite end has not been opened. But it says we have to visit both sides, so. Yep, gotta. So yeah, right now we're just opening this area up. Huh. Uh-oh. Huh. Whoops. Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I know where we're at now. Okay. So yeah, once again, we're just trying to step on as many well plates as we possibly can. I don't think it's entirely true that it says you have to visit both ends. It's probably you have to visit the other end, and once you do that, it comes alive. But you know what? It doesn't hurt me to actually make sure and visit as many as I can. Okay. Alright, so where do we need to go? Well, camp. That dragon gave us a kicking. Yeah, dragons are mean. Okay. You find a piece of paper and you grab it, and you record it as journal entry 57. Letter found blowing in the wind. Marcus, our plans proceed as well as can be expected. It is unfortunate that the Red Dragon has taken the Well of Knowledge. The Red Wizards may support us if they think we are after the well. We will keep our real target to ourselves. We are using a contact in Flan as a middleman. In turn, he has sent a clerk to take care of communications. She has no knowledge of our real intent. We are running out of some spell components, especially bat guano and sulfur. When is the next shipment due? Maintain contact by standard means. One final note. Rumor indicates that the mayor has brought together a new force to clear the mines and the well. We are concerned. Reply with the information as soon as possible. Rocks fall from the shattered wall, of course. This passageway looks extremely unstable. Rocks fall from the shattered wall. Monsters attack. Well, we finally found something. Oh, well. Keep plugging at that dragon. Kill that thing. Good job. Oof. Detect. Huh. Of course. Ooh, my word. Okay. This is the old administration building. Guards attack. Oop. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, good. Took care of all of the people we needed to, at least. Oh, I left him on one? Of course I left him on one. There we go. Yeah, I really don't mind just killing those guys outright. Okay, nod. Couple of shields. Yeah, those are worth a lot, though. Okay. So Validia is now a 9th level cleric and a 9th level ranger. And Mr. Grimm is now a 9th level ranger. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for a very specific number. Okay. Ogres with a crocodile. It's like, oh, high-level dwarf fighter. You guys are in for a real fight. Found no treasure. Yeah, but it's a very specific reason why I'm trying to do this. Okay, so hellhounds? They have hellhounds? Oh joy. Oh, hellhounds and a hill giants. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. No. Okay. Think we. Where are we? Yeah. Oh my word. Yes. Welcome back. I hope your day has been successful. Yes, rest yourselves if you are weary. Let me tell you how all this happened. You listened and you recorded as journal entry 5. Okay, here we are. Mayor, we've had a number of dealings with the magic brotherhood known as the Black Circle. They have aided us in the past in return for gems. It was based on their divinations that we expanded our lower tunnels and uncovered the monsters. Marcus is the only member that lives in town, but he keeps to himself. The Black Circle say they are studying ways to stop the monsters and will act only when sure of success. Okay, yes, we do. Oops. Yes. Okay. Oh, yes. Exit. Okay, exit. Pull. View items. Exit. View items. Yes. Sure. Okay, join those back. No. Okay, there we go. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Are you prepared for advancement? Yes. Okay, that's what I want. Mr. Grimm. Be resolute on your path. A victory is a victory for this town. You leave the building. Oh. Mhm. Town was even smaller a few years ago. He continues and you recorded as journal entry 21. This whole valley used to be filled with a glacier. About 15 years ago, it melted back beyond the old mine shaft. Miners from throughout the Dragon Spines flocked here and formed the new town. The Black Circle helped them open the mine. A few years later, the miners began to extract the gems again. Until the monsters came, the town was doing quite well. The glacier kept going back too. In a few years, the entire valley will be open. Okay. Exit. Memorize. Exit. Memorize. it? Oh, crap. Oh, wait, no. She literally now has more powerful spells. Honestly, that's actually a really good one for her. Yes. Hammer Eyes. Well, let's see. Go with Magic Missile because that's probably the best. Oh. Okay, new verdigris. It's the crevasses. Okay. Definitely closest to the well. Alright, yep. Okay. Oof, this place is horrendous to get through. Looks like ogres again, so let's see what we can do. Oh, we've got some bugbears in here. Jeez, 33 damage. Yeah. No. Oh. Yeah. Those guys were not really worth the fight. Okay, so we are back in here. The door is guarded. They attack. Oh, good. Hey. Alright, so we're gonna go for the commander and then we're gonna end for tonight. commander of the guards is speaking, apparently into thin air. You hear, "They seem to have penetrated our area with ease. I think they're here. I'll take care of it now." The commander shouts and troops burst into the room. Oh. Just get rid of their stupid mages. It's amazing how this guy's got an AC of 3 and everyone misses. Oh. But they sure seem to be hitting. Especially that guy. Oh, good. Yay! Oops. Okay, so take. Okay, is it? Yes. I'm not seeing anything that looks specifically necessary. No. On the desk, you find a report written to the commander and a map to the Well of Knowledge. You take the report and you record it as journal entry 16. Okay, Black Circle Commander's papers. We are prepared. The inner sanctum is well concealed, surrounded by the hatchling pool. We hope that the old red dragon will not miss the hatchlings. They provide an excellent defense. Soon we must find a way to age them to a more useful size. Use the map to plan an attack on the well. We expect regular progress reports. If you fail, we will act on a suggestion made by a junior member. He believes that the dragon may be amenable to a human sacrifice. The clerk from Flan has become expendable and will be the first victim. One way or another, the dragon and its Banite allies will fall. The well must be ours. The map is journal entry 45. Yeah, the map is just a map. And the map is a nice map. We just need to open up the side. You'll also find a large key. A portal stands at the other end of the room. Here stands a glowing gateway. Do you enter? Yes. Yes. Okay. Mr. Grimm actually now has a level 3. He's level 4 actually. Okay. Oh good. He's not gonna bore us today. Well, okay, he doesn't bore us. He really does have. But we really do need to identify our items, drop gold off. Yes, we want to pull. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Huh. So all those items we had just disappeared. That's very interesting. It's very, very interesting, because he should have had weapons and armor that we could have taken. Yeah. 30 gems, 4 random magic items, and it just poofed our magic items away. So that's kind of frustrating. Alright, we wish to deposit, so I'm gonna pull. Okay, withdraw, take. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff right now. Yep. Okay, we'll stay and listen to his next tale. Talked much of the afternoon, and you recorded his journal entry 51. Old Man's Tale of the Government House. Once heard tell about the impressiveness of the old town. There was a great castle at the head of the valley. Then south of the mine was the old government house. It was a large place, richly decorated, where affairs of state were conducted. Was built stoutly, so should still be standing. Good loot, no doubts. You can stand the ghosts of clerks and bean. If you can stand the ghosts of clerks and bean counters. He winds down and falls asleep. You leave the building. Camp magic. Alright, well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Once again, this is the start of Secret of the Silver Blades, which we will be continuing through. It is much of a more of a dungeon crawl. Than previous ones. So, I hope you've enjoyed our stream tonight, and look forward to seeing you on Friday when we do our next game of Hero Quest. Have a good night.